Hi, everyone. How are you doing? So great to be back here again on this beautiful, not so warm day in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Um, Many people are doing their last minute online shopping as Christmas gets closer and closer, and I get more excited and excited. But people are getting more tired, making decisions too quickly while they're looking for that special gift for that special price for that special person. So many are also waiting for their Christmas packages to arrive from out of town family members or friends. Scammers are also waiting for you to make that one little mistake for you to let your guard down so that they can steal your identity, your banking information, and your credit card. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Oh, look at that. It came up right away this time. And really talk a bit, well, not a bit actually, it's quite a lot about the different types of scamming that goes on this time of year. So hi, I'm Darlene Petrie, and I'm CEO and founder of Scam Prevention International. I've been working in the helping profession for about 37 years, and I really pride myself on creating programs where I see gaps in services, and scam prevention awareness is definitely a gap in service. So I founded Scam Prevention International in October of 2019, and in June of 2021, I incorporated it. And mostly because with the number of people being scammed worldwide, the amount of money being lost and the heartbreak that is caused is just something that it breaks my heart. And then when I think about that, there are the scammers out there who are making $190,000 a second. That's them globally. I mean, that's not them individually, but all the scammers out there are making that much money. And when we've been told that it is only 5 to 10% of people that report, we know that that number is higher, and we know that they are um, destroying people's lives. And so and this is such a passion for me. Like I feel that it would be negligent of me not to be providing this to people. So I am interested in starting a program for women 50 plus years and to educate them of the many scams, what to look for, and how to prevent being scammed and having their identification and hearts stolen. So I am going to be giving you more information about that at the end of the presentation. And my favorite quote is from Ashley Judd, and it is, "You have so much power to bring awareness, prevention, and change." And that's what we're here for. I'm here today empowering you to bring awareness, prevention, and change when it comes to being safe while you're on the internet, while you're supposed to be having fun on the internet. And so I would like to tell you more about what we do, what Scam Prevention International is all about. And so we are an organization. Well, it's actually, I am an organization very passionate about bringing awareness of scammers and other cybercrime to potential targets and victims. And I separate the two because target is when they send you that email They send you the text message. They click on your Facebook and say they want to be your friend. Where you become the victim is when you answer that phone call, when you click on a link in the email, or when you click on the link in your social media. It's when you've started making responses to them. You don't even have to be talking to them. It's because they have their ways of getting information from you. And so, with so many scams going on in so many different mediums, that like over the internet, over your cell phones, um, over your smartphones, your all of your devices, they even come in the mail, and they even come to your door. Like they are just everywhere. They're out there. They're all over the world. And we really need to realize that they are out there in the many capacities. And so SPI, which is Scam Prevention International, is here to help you identify scams, avoid the scams, and if you or a loved one falls victim to a scam, we're here to help you put your life back together again. So today I wanted to bring awareness because of the time of season, the time of year it is. I would put all together information about the fake retailers, fake websites, phishing scams, and that's phishing with a PHISHING, shipping notification scams, mobile holiday app scams, and gift card scams. So here is, I thought, was a really awesome infographic that kind of gives a brief summary of what it is that you need for shopping safely online. I'll post the link to where you can get this infographic, because I definitely encourage you to either take a screenshot of it or take a photo of it, or you can ask me for the presentation of it after, but I will send it. I will send it on to you. So I thought, oh, that's not what was supposed to happen. I wanted to kind of go through and talk about this, and then we will go through some of this stuff more in depth. So, to shop on trusted websites. And those are websites that you know for sure are real, and that you. So I'm going to skip down to the where it says the square that has the HTTPS and the lock. So websites are usually trusted websites if they have the H, and if they have not the H, the lock, and they have the S. So it's really important to make sure. I can't say that it's not 100% sure safety, but it is definitely one of the ways. And the other one is to read customer reviews. If you're reading customer reviews, you really need to make sure that they are legit reviews, though. But get feedback. If it's a new company, and you're, say, a new company that's in your your town, I always like to encourage people to shop locally, and you can shop locally online as well. But if they are local, maybe give them a call and ask them about their service. And the other one is checking shipping terms and return policies. And do they have return policies? And definitely make sure that when you're getting your items shipped, that you have a tracking number. And again, it strong passwords. I tell you a story. I used to use, my grandson's name is Matthew, and as he increased in age, I would change my password by changing his age on it. And so I did a check on my password that I was using for many of my documents. Not a lot, because you're not. I mean, that this was before I knew about all of the scamming stuff, but not to use the same passwords with everything you use to switch them up all the time. But I had Matthew 18 as my password, and I checked it and found out that it had been used 373 times. I'm like, whoa, so definitely that one's not going to be used. And I'm sorry, Matthew, I can't use you as my password anymore. And avoid public Wi-Fi unless you have a VPN, but always, like the free Wi-Fi's, you there is a way to make sure, and that's if you have what's called the VPN, a virtual private network that's going to secure you while you're using. But I recommend do not put your personal information while you are on the websites using free Wi-Fi. And we did talk about the lock and the S. Protect your devices from malware. That is a course in itself. The quick and dirty of it is don't click on any links. Don't let anybody put a USB into your computer, and don't click on and don't even click on the website. So there, like I said, there is a course on the malware itself. And then watch out for scams and frauds. If people are asking you for information and it doesn't make sense that they're asking, hang up, don't give them information. Check your bank statements regularly. And I know many people don't even get them anymore because it's stuff that you can get online. And so it's really important to check it. And the one thing for shopping online is for sure never use your debit card, because if you use your debit card, the money's gone instantly to purchase. If you use your credit card, chances and you find out that it's a scam right away, then you can usually get your money back right away. And be cautious about how much personal information you give away, because the information that you give is something that usually will it needs to make sense if you're going to be giving the information. So if they're asking you for your birth certificate and your passport, but you're not doing anything that would require those kinds of things, it's really important. So I really encourage you to do that. And on to the next. So we will talk about online realtors and I keep saying realtors, I'm sorry guys, retailer and website scams. And so with this, many people are shopping online. It has become the way that most people use for shopping. We want to make sure that you are protecting your ID and that you're protecting your pocketbook. And we want to make sure that you know to be cautious of the website that you're shopping on. Are you checking it? Are you checking it twice before you click on it? And do you know what to look for to ensure you're not shopping from a fake retailer? Scammers are lurking through the web to catch the hurried shoppers, to catch them looking for their best deals. So this is a fun-filled slide. Sorry about all the information on it, but we do want everybody to look like this nice, happy little girl. She got her present, for her Christmas. And so to look for familiar and safe websites when you're doing your shopping. So type the website in there and use website checkers, to find out if they are a legitimate website or not. And so you can look through the website. This is a website checker, URL void, and whois.com/whois is also a website checker. And it's really good to check that in. And if you use whois.com/whois, you have to put the /whois in there. If you use them, they'll tell you when the website came up. So if you're shopping from a place that's I'm going to use Wally World because as a name, and you type in Wally World, but you find out that it has just opened up in December, you know that it's probably a scam, and it'll also tell you what country that the website is made on. So it's a really good resource, I think. Watch for misspelled words. For example, I used retailer.com with one L and then retailer.com with two L's. Because sometimes when you're in a hurry and you're shopping and you have to get that done before you got to go to work, or you have to order it because the kids are going to walk in from school and you don't want them to see what you ordered, you get in a hurry. And my recommendation is absolutely do not shop when you're in a hurry. And so I mentioned before to watch for the lock and watch for the S. That is the right one. This one here, there's no S, and also be careful of putting in your password. So I thought I would do a little, if you know, a little fun thing. If you, because you can also look for fake logos. And you could, and I recommend that if you don't know if a logo is fake, 'cause I didn't know which one of these logos was the right one. So if you happen to know which one is, let me know. You can type it in the comments section on whether the one on the left or the one on the right, which one is fake and which one is real. That would be interesting. Okay, so just so you know, it is the one that's on the left is the one that is real. So I didn't know which one was real and which one was fake. So, and phishing scams. So most of the scamming is done for phishing because they are phishing for your ID. They're phishing for all of the information, any information that they can. So things like, have you been receiving emails or texts from your bank saying there was an issue with your deposit? I get those all the time. They need you to update or verify your information. Have you received emails from shopping sites stating your package can't be delivered? Or you received a threatening to take legal action email, phone call, or text? Chances are these are scammers trying to get your personal information to steal your identity, drain your bank account. They are phishing. And to find out when you are looking at a website, if you hover your cursor over the actual email when you get it, you can find out if that's a real. You don't have to click on it. You can find out if it's your a legit email. But if it's a long email with many characters and you don't recognize it, don't open it. Even if the email content seems legit, delete it and don't go on to it. So check for the accuracy as well and who the email is from. And you do have to be careful here too, because I'm going to use the name. What name am I going to use? Christine. So say you have a friend who's named Christine and she's going to send you an email. And so Christine sends you the email, but her name is spelled normally with, say she spells her name with a K instead of a CH. So but the person doesn't know that, and so they spell the name with Christine, but you just think, oh well, that's a typo or something. Check the email, make sure it's from who it is. You mentioned this before, the threatening to take legal action against you via phone, email, text. Definitely no. Know for sure that the banks, the government, local authorities, they will never ever communicate legal action against you through any of these devices. Like, they are not going to do that at all. And be aware that the scammer may already have your credit card number and will ask you for the security code on the back. Don't give it to them. And this is sometimes with the shipping orders. They'll say, we can't secure your order. We need to have the security numbers on the back, or they can't deliver your package, or they can't send your package. They just try everything they can to get all the information that they can. So don't give anybody that information. And phishing messages, they do look very similar to authentic websites. And scammers, they've been at it for many, many years. And by the time they come to being, the person who's trying desperately to scam you, they have been learning to be scammers since they were in junior high school. And so they have a lot of experience. So check for websites. Check the websites closely and look for misspells. And I used here the name Real Bank. The first one has a double L, and this other one just has Real Bank. So then we have the fake shipping notices, and I know this one it's a common one, but at the same time, it's one that people are hesitant about. They're not sure because, yes, they did order stuff, and they're anxiously awaiting for that gift to arrive, from a special person. That they've received a call, they've received a text or an email stating your shipping has been delayed because they need more information. Can you send money immediately through wire transfer, or give your banking information or credit card number? I mean, those things sound reasonable, but it's not right. The notification is likely a scam. So if it's a call, hang up. If it's an email, do not click on it. Contact your friend who sent it if you are expecting something from someone. And when you click on it, you may if you click on it, then you might download malware onto your computer, and that gives the scammers access to your personal information and passwords. Or maybe you didn't order anything. The scammer will try and convince you that someone has sent you a package and they're confirming your information. So tips to stop the scam is with the fake shipping notification via email or text. They'll ask you to click on a link. Don't do it. Absolutely don't do it. The scammer will download malware onto your computer and steal your personal information and passwords. The phone call from the scammer will ask you for your personal information, credit card, money transfers. They may even ask you for gift cards so they can ensure your delivery to be delivered on the expected date. Don't give them any information. Keep track of the packages that you've ordered. This means know the tracking number of each item and where you purchased the item from and what date you're expecting it to arrive. Don't give your personal information to a stranger. Delivery companies will not call you or text you or email you for your personal information, credit card, or money transfer. If you're not home during the day to receive your package, have them deliver it to the nearest post office. I know with Amazon I know Amazon's not the only one, but there are places, that you can ask them to have the delivery made to your to your nearest post office or have it delivered to your office if you're going to be there. But notify the transport company to hold it if you need to, and request a signature before the item can be left. This can eliminate your package from being stolen and the scammer calling you, or for your information, that if it doesn't arrive. Mobile holiday app scams. It amazes me, like they just have so many different ways. They keep coming up with all of the different ways. And so they do create malicious software that can disguise itself as a trusted app in order to steal your personal information and make purchases on your behalf. So, to make matters scarier, this software can hide in the background of your device and even watch your text messages for your bank authorization codes and passwords. So I always say my best advice is to stick to apps that you know and that have good reputation. And to me, the best option is to download the app from the original website. I think that um, they try to catch you by saying they have free games. Names may sound familiar, and I use the example Roblox because that seems to be a name that I hear from the kids all the time. And I always think they're saying Roblox or roadblocks, or and as an adult, and if I was going to buy a gift, I might look up the name Roblox and find out that I'm purchased a scam. So I'm going to try and find and I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to find out and make sure that that's the um, right app that I'm going to use. And I'm going to research that app before buying it. And I'm going to read online the reviews of the game. And also, this is one that is I used to be guilty of it. Like I would ask for permission to take the payment out automatically when it's due. Be aware of the permissions you give to an app, because the scammers, if you give if it's a scammed app, then they can drain your bank account. They just keep taking it out and taking it out. So if you can purchase the app from the original website, that would be the best. Gift card scams. The gift card scams come in so many different ways, and so with the gift cards, scammers are that's always on the scammers wish list. And what better time than now, the holiday season, to request them. um, their stories to get the gift cards, our urgency can be heartbreaking, especially when we want everyone to be with their family during the holidays. Scammers will make up stories, and victims don't want their loved ones to have their electricity cut off, their hospital bills not paid, or wrongly convicted of spending time in jail. And yes, these are just a few of the stories scammers tell. They can be very convincing by instilling panic and urgency in their victims. For example, they may say that they need gift card scams immediately to pay for bail, for a crime they were wrongly committed of, or for ransom, or to avoid deportation. And that's just some of the ways that gift card scams are there. But also, I think it's mostly people think of gift cards in that way, but gift cards are also used in ways to get your private information as well, because they want to let you know that they're going to give you a gift card. And so, in order to give you the gift card, they want your personal information. Um, they will impersonate being a legit company, like Starbucks, or they'll promise gift cards because you've been their loyal customer, and so they need your information to be able to give you that gift card. They may also use pop-up ads. So when you're typing along and all of a sudden an ad comes up and pops up and you think, oh yeah, I could use, look at that, they're going to give me a freebie. Yay, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to get that free gift card. Or they'll send text messages with links saying that you've randomly been selected and you're a winner for a gift card. Oh, it would be so nice if things like that really did happen. So chances are, it's going to be a scam. If it has the name of the organization on it, since I'm using Starbucks, if it says that Starbucks is randomly giving gift cards to loyal customers, don't click on the app, don't click on it. And because at the bottom, it's going to say this is a one-time offer. If you don't click on it now, you're going to lose out. Phone Starbucks and say, are you giving away these? And chances are you're going to find out, nope, it's not. It's not a legit pop-up. So don't click on it. If you have received an unsolicited email with the gift card offers, don't open it. Instead, mark it as spam or junk. However, if you did open the email, don't click on any links. That's that just seems to be the going thing, is don't click on any links. So to recap what we have been talking about, we all deserve peace of mind. Like I see that lady sitting there. She's just, so nice. Like you don't have to worry. And to me, it should be that way with internet. The internet should be a safe and fun space for us all. We need to continually increase our awareness of internet safety. And sometimes we need to keep hearing the information over and over and over again until it becomes a habit. And when things become a habit, then it just happens naturally. So we need to automatically know, when are things too good to be true. We need to know that if we're thinking it's too good to be true, it probably is a scam. Yep. So you're not going to click on that. And you'll be able to spot those strange website addresses that end with, a different, with different emails, or you're going to know the spelling of the words of your favorite stores. And reading reviews is always a good thing. And so it's really important to, if there's lots of 5 stars, I mean, some places do definitely have a lot of 5 stars, but you really need to make sure, is the information relevant to the product that you're looking at. And unusual method payments, if people are asking for wire transfers or cash apps or gift cards, those are considered unusual payments. And again, I'm going to add in here, do not pay anything with your debit card. Unreasonable requests for detailed personal information. If you're ordering an item and they want your social security, social insurance number, do not give it. It's just not, that's not something that people need to have. Never give out your social security number and social insurance number. Those are things that's definitely private. And look for typos, questionable wordings on any of the pages. Is it misspelled words or grammar's not correct? Also watch for broken links. I know it's not mentioned on this page, and lack of valid contact details. So you want to make sure that you have information on your on the pages that you're buying, that they have their contact information. So they do have an address, they have an email, they have a phone number. They have like what city or country they're in. that sort of information is usually quite important. Sometimes people, I've noticed that sometimes people don't have that information on them. So those are times when I am going to be calling and going to want to know more information about them. So, how do you know that you are really safe? So, when you're on the internet and you may want to know for sure, like, is my device protected? I'm not sure. I know that when I purchased my computer, they said I had a year free of antivirus software. And the person that I am purchasing my internet from, they're giving me free internet service. I always recommend to go to a third party to ask someone to come in and check and make sure, and uh, to find out, do you have the virus protection? Do you have the malware protection? Do you have the ransomware protection? Do you have VPN, the virtual private network? These are all things that you do need, and do you have real time checking? So, I mean, I do have the name Computer Age Services Enterprise. They do they have a healthcare plan for your computer, because sometimes even when you buy these software, for some reason, a certain area of it will drop off, and so your computer isn't as protected as you think it is. And so when you are purchasing your packages, make sure that you have a package that's going to secure your internet and your identity. So you want packages that are going to have your antivirus. I said all of those webcam and microphone blockers and ad blockers. Those are really good things to have. And I say the webcam and microphone blocker. I was in been in different meetings throughout all of this, because so many of us are using uh, different, video conferencing to have, to conduct our business and to communicate with our family and friends. But I've heard that some people are worried, and it can happen that if you have your camera on, that people can look through the camera that you have or on your devices, and so and they can hear what you're saying, and so they put band-aids or tape, or they put stuff over them so people can't see them, or they play loud music so people can't hear their conversations. So there are programs out there that do block your webcam and your microphone. So I do recommend, those for you to get, especially if you're doing business over your phone and your internet. Um, and we also have other services for different types of things. So, like I said, one of the things that we do is that we are really concerned about people having them put their lives back together. So we do have a whole stream of different services that are available. And what to do if you think you've been scammed. So this is the part that's always the, the hard part. So if you think that you've been scammed, if you're still contacting your scammer, he's not your, he doesn't belong to you. If you stop all contact with the scammer, once you realize you were being scammed, do not continue on with the conversation. Hang up the phone, block the number, or if you're talking to them through email, same thing. If you've been scammed online, block the scammer from contacting you. Do not make any more payments if you think that you've been scammed. Scammers target people caught in recent scams. So if you've been scammed, they are going to be hot on your trail and want to scam you again. And so they may be pretending to be an enforcement agency that can return all your money for a fee. Don't give any money on the promise that they will get you your lost money back. Contact the bank or service that you sent the money through. So if you used Western Union, if you used your bank, whichever way you sent the money, contact that agency. And if the victim of the financial scam, credit card or identity theft, contact your bank immediately. The sooner the bank knows about it, it's greater likelihood of getting your money back. And so once you've done all that, this is what to do later. Like really assess your security at home and online. Change all of your online passwords on a device not linked to the scam. Use a different password for each account. If your computer or phone has been hacked in a scam, take it to an authorized technician to be cleaned. And if you don't know of one, I can help you with that if you're in North America. Equip yourself to recognize scams. Anyone can be caught unaware by a scam. It can happen to anyone, and I have been scammed. And so take the time to learn about the approaches scammers use and how you can protect yourself. And do share the information with other people. We don't, I know it can be embarrassing, and that's why I'm doing this, is because I want people to know also that you shouldn't be embarrassed, ashamed, feeling less of yourself. And I know it's hard not to, because like I said, I've been scammed and I've been through all of those feelings. And so if we can let the public know that, yes, these are things that do happen to people. So tell your friends and family about the scam is one of the best actions that you can take. It can be hard, but sharing your story is worthwhile because scammers rely on people being secretive. They know you don't want to tell anybody. Every person you talk to will be better prepared to avoid scams in the future if you do talk to them. You don't need to deal with it alone. Your family, your friends, they will come around. They will have an understanding. So where do you go from here? Well, first of all, if you do want a copy of this PowerPoint and speaking notes, please let me know and I will send them to you. You can share them with your family, friends, co-workers, frenemies. I always say, even we don't even want to hear about our enemies getting scammed. But I would especially like it if you would share them with the people you know who are over 50, for women over 50, because your parents, your grandparents, and now are using the internet more and more now. And they're using it to play games and to communicate and to they can watch movies. They can go to museums without leaving home. It's the best thing. But my purpose for doing these weekly Facebook and YouTube live videos is to get the word out there, decrease people's chances of being scammed, especially since this is the time of season where the scammers are out in full force. So, oh, sorry. And so, like I mentioned earlier, I am having a program for women only 50 years plus, for $14.97 a month Canadian, and we'll do a live education and awareness private Facebook group where you go online when you aren't sure what to do, or if you have been scammed, or if you know of someone who has been scammed and you're trying to talk to them but you don't know how to tell them that they are being scammed, and or you don't know how to approach people because they've been scammed and you want to be empathetic to them. So it's a safe place to go and talk to like-minded people. Or if there's a specific topic that you're just interested in, say, for instance, you want to find about purchasing tickets online. What are the things that you have to watch out for to make sure that you are going to get the tickets and the seat that you want, because you don't want to show up at the venue and find out somebody sitting in your seat. So each session is usually 30 to 60 minutes. And I will be available one-to-one sessions if people are needing extra support. And each month, a short publication will come out and will be given to subscribers. And it will include true stories because I will be asking people for their experience and for their events and tips and tricks on how to avoid scams. So, our next session will be Tuesday, December 21st, and we're going to be talking about the Boxing Day deal scams. And we'll probably start some discussion because New Year's resolution are going to be a big ticket item for the scammers. So we really want to make sure that they aren't going to be getting your information. And when December 28th, we'll continue on with the New Year's resolution. And these are some of my favorite quotes from the author of Catch Me If You Can. And it's, you have to think a little smarter, be proactive and not reactive. And that is making sure that you have all of your online internet security information, your internet's protected, and you're not giving your ID and personal information away. And people need to be more aware and educated about identity theft. So, this is coming from a person who was a scam artist. So, I'm just wondering if anyone has any questions. You can put them in the comments section if you're watching this after, and I will watch for them and I will respond to them. And like I said, if you do want a copy of this, please let me know and I will send it to you. And this is my contact information. I can be reached at Darlene at scampreventioninternational.com. And because I am an international organization, I also have a WhatsApp number. So anyone can contact me through 1-587-432-6198. And I do have a webpage. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And thank you very much. I really appreciate your attendance. Thank you.